Hello, everyone, and welcome back to EllynwithaY Goes Live Tuesdays at 10. Thank you so much for joining. Big shout out to Eddie in the comments. Hashtag merch. That's what I'm wearing. Merch. We have a huge show. I have a big group of my dear friends with me, and my guest is a Miss Lynne Young, who is going to be joining me later on in the show. I am so excited. But to kick off our 27th episode, we are going to dive right into hot topics. The Rock married his longtime girlfriend, Lauren Hashian. They have been together for 10 years. They have 2 children together. What I think is really interesting about this, now they got married after they've been together for 10 years and have 2 children together. So I think that the reason he got married is so that he can eventually run for office. Mark my words, you heard it here first. Congratulations to them. It's a beautiful ceremony. The next hot topic to discuss. So someone today at work, fresh off the presses, was like, did you hear about Larry King? I was like, oh, did he die? Oh no. No, he's just getting divorced for the 7th time. I'm scrolling through the internet, doing the research on, Larry King is getting divorced. Interesting. Who is he married to? And I'm looking at all these photos. I see these photos of his kids with his about-to-be ex-wife. So there's these 2 photos. Okay, so this is him. This is his about-to-be ex-wife and his 2 kids. And I'm like, who are those kids? What's going on? Glow-ups happen, people. The real headline here is Larry King's getting a divorce, but his kids glowed up. So sorry that your family's going through a divorce, but on the upside, you're cute. That leads me into my last hot topic of the evening. I was riding the subway last night, and I was just merely casually scrolling on my phone, and I came upon this photo. I actually audibly gasped out loud when I saw this photo of Harry Styles' Rolling Stone cover. He looks like a dream. He looks like a dream. He looks like exactly how you want to be looked at. He's every internet meme. Get you someone who looks at you the way that Harry Styles looks at the camera for the Rolling Stone cover. He's staring into my soul right now as I'm sitting here. Sure is. So congratulations to you, Harry Styles. There's nothing else other than he's on the cover of Rolling Stone. He's beautiful, and all love and respect to Harry Styles. I love him so much, and his last album didn't get the love it deserves. Which brings me into the Big Brother segment of the show, where I talk with my big brother-in-law, Wayne Stankewicz, about everything going on with BB21. Hi. Well, Wayne, I am all caught up. I am dying to know how you feel. That was my favorite Out of Household competition that Nikki won.
The slip and slide?
Yes.
Yeah, that's an annual favorite. Seems like everyone gets a fun time out of that one. Lots of slips and falls, and makes for a good gag reel.
How do you feel about the outcome?
I think it's long overdue that someone who's actually going to do something wins HOH, and I think now that the 6 is broken up and they're targeting each other, any one of them could have won the game if they had stayed together, but because they broke up and now they're targeting each other, it's making it a little bit more interesting because now there's not an overwhelming majority to the house, and it's kind of anyone's game again. That always makes it more interesting.
I would have said 3 weeks ago, I can't stand Mickey, I want him out, but now, I think I just really love anyone that's the underdog of the week on Big Brother. I just root for them, and I'm finding myself rooting for Mickey to come through with his plan.
I think Mickey's personality is a product of who he's spending time with. And I feel like Jack was dragging him down, and now that Jack's gone and he's spending more time with Holly, she could be a better influence on him. He's a little bit more tolerable inside the house.
So when Christy almost blew up her connection to Tommy, were you biting your nails?
Yes.
I was dying.
So that actually leads into the drama from last night in the house.
Oh, what happened?
The drama,
Lay it on me.
The drama outside the house. Someone was outside the Big Brother yard with a megaphone, outing Christy and Tommy's relationship and playing Christy's diary rooms where she admitted to knowing Tommy over the megaphone into the Big Brother yard.
No, you're lying.
Supposedly no one heard it and no one could make out exactly what was said. They cut the feeds very quickly, so not a lot of people were able to see what was going on. Perhaps Tommy and Cliff were the only ones outside. So if anyone heard anything, it would have been Cliff. Definitely potentially detrimental. They've supposedly been pulling a lot of articles about it, feeds that would have, shown that stuff going on. So who knows what they're doing. I mean, there's been situations in the past where people have hired airplanes with banners to fly over the Big Brother yard. I think in season 1, people were stuffing newspaper articles inside tennis balls and throwing them into the yard. So it's not unprecedented.
Oh my God.
You would think at this point they would have a little bit better security, though.
Well, you know what? I put nothing past CBS because they didn't do anything for background checks.
See if any of that drama has anything to do with what goes on in the next week or two.
So do you think that Tommy is going to, where do you think his vote's going to fall when it comes to Sis and Christy?
I think he's definitely going to try and keep Christy. They've been paired up since the beginning, so
yeah.
I think he'll obviously vote Sis out.
Ride it out. Yeah. Oh, poor Sis. I haven't read ahead, though, so I don't know who won veto.
Yeah, I read ahead, so I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
Okay, so predictions. Who do you think is, looking really good?
Looking really good, I think Tommy's probably going to win.
You think so?
Yeah, he's generally well-liked by everyone in the house. I don't see him as anyone's target when there's larger targets in the house like Mickey and Christy and Holly. And I think Tommy has the ability to start doing well in the comps once more of the stronger players are out.
All right, well, I wouldn't be totally mad about that. So let's hang in there for Tommy.
Yep.
All right, Wayne, thank you so much for joining me this week. White shirts, you and I are wearing a uniform.
I'm still waiting for the EllynwithaY merch. So.
Oh, EllynwithaY merch. You know what? If I may have to create some merch, I'll let everyone know. Comment down below if you'd like some EllynwithaY merch. Who can say if I'm going to create some merch. Thanks for joining me, Wayne. I'll talk to you later.
I'll talk to you later. Bye.
Bye. So moving right along into our food for thought segment, it rained the other day. Sometimes, you leave the office and people ask, oh, I don't have an umbrella. Do you have an umbrella? Of course. I checked the weather this morning. I have an umbrella for me. I don't carry two. What am I, just walking around carrying 2 umbrellas? These people who aren't checking the weather before they leave the house for the day, they're the people who are going to die first in the zombie apocalypse. And that's fine if you're not, it's who you are. Jesse's I never check the weather. When I was thinking about they wouldn't be ready for the zombie apocalypse. Then I was thinking about, okay, maybe when the aliens come, they won't be ready when the aliens come. But I was then also thinking about how I don't think the aliens are going to come until global warming and all of the cancers wipe us out, and then they'll come here because of the low property value. It'll be a lot easier. It'll be so much easier for the aliens to take over if half of us aren't even here and more than half the planet's covered in water. If everything's melted, they land like a seaplane on the blue planet. This is what we are. So that's my stream of conscious train of thought. So people who don't check the weather are going to die in the zombie apocalypse because the aliens aren't going to come before the zombies come, because the aliens are smart. That's food for thought, which means it's time for the guest portion of my show and what you've all been waiting for. Miss Lynne Young, please come and join me. Woohoo! This is one of my dearest, oldest friends, Lynne Young, joining me on the show.
Yay! It's been a long time coming.
It's been 27 weeks of me saying, okay, when are you going to come on? Okay, when are you going to come on?
Yeah.
So now we've got Lynne on the show. Thank you for coming.
Of course!
Lynne,
oh my God.
Lynne is a teacher for the New York City public school system, doing the real work out here in these streets. And she is also has a master's in special education, yes. Mm-hmm. Which made me realize that every single one of the people I've had on the show from Floral Park is highly educated.
Hey!
So if you haven't seen previous episodes, we had Kat, we had Jesse, we had Melissa. Everyone has higher education degrees. I'm the least educated in this room.
No, definitely not.
You know what?
It's just a piece of paper.
Totally fine. I said that to someone yesterday. I was like, it's just a piece of paper.
It is.
Here we go. I'm just keeping you. There we go. Okay, so Lynn, would you like to tell everyone how we know each other?
Yeah, so University of Hartford.
Woo-hoo!
Go Hawks. We met our freshman year pledging together for Delta Gamma. Woo! So yeah, we met pledging, and it's been just the best time since. Traveling and
doing the most. We were roommates for a while.
Yeah, senior year we roomed together.
We lived together. We were the best roommates.
Yeah, that was really.
We got along really well.
Yeah.
This is one of the friends who got me into running. I always talk about like the group of people who got me into running. I'm like, I am in the room with the Vegas crew.
Yeah.
They're trying to commit me to like multiple half marathons next year, guys. Half marathons in Chippendale.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's what we do.
It's just life affirming.
Yeah. What more do you need?
Yeah, exactly. So it's so funny because I was putting this show together, but for someone I've been friends with for this long, it was kind of almost like, where do we even begin? So Lynn has really, really close friendships from home, like from high school. And I'm really grateful that over the course of our friendship, I've gotten to meet so many of your friends. So funny. Emilee messaged me on Instagram and was like, we need to like be friends and know each other. I was like, we do.
You've met her, right?
No, never. We've never met. Yeah, we were just we were like,
so
we
yeah,
met each other.
that's
so
you're friends with one, you're friends with all.
Yeah, and I think it's really, really special, and I think that all the friends that you've had over your life, the friends that you're making later in life, like now in life, I think you approach friendships in a really special way, and I know it like makes you. I know you're like uncomfortable to even like hear this.
No, I'm just probably gonna start crying.
No,
it's just a natural reaction.
Oh. She just came back from like a really spiritual trip to Sedona. So,
yeah, that does it too.
Yeah. So I wonder, like, do you like in your friendships with people, like I think you hold them so like with such a high regard, and you maintain such strong friendships with each individual. How I don't know. I like look up to like how you are a friend. Like I think about how I am a friend to other people through the lens of like how you're a friend.
Oh my god. I don't know. I mean, like, gotta give it shout out to my mom because she raised me the way I am, and I mean that's huge. And family, and I don't know. We just like all grew up. Like the people you grew up with were the people you grew up with. Like that was it. Like you went to elementary school together, high school together. So we just kind of found this niche all together and grew together.
They're not like all the same. You don't all like the same things.
Yeah.
You all are very into different things.
I treat others the way you want to be treated, and it's full circle.
That's it. And something that also I think it draws people to you is your like positivity.
Oh.
I think something that we all in the room can attest to is like we do not speak negatively about ourselves because of Lynn. Like that's something that like I honestly feel like as we've grown up and have become friends, like as we've gotten older and like are like full-fledged women now and like adults, which is terrifying.
Yeah.
I think like you've grown so much more into yourself and into your confidence in that, and like supporting other people and like being the friends. I said this last week when Jesse was on, but like being the type of friend that like you see or you hear about that's like super supportive and always in your corner and like just like a cheerleader for whatever it is, like not letting people talk negatively about themselves. Like, how are you such a good friend? This is like a friend appreciation episode.
Yeah, I appreciate it because I appreciate you. I mean, as long as you just have to have this mutual friendship back and forth, and if you have that, like I'll give my all. Like I will support you and give you everything I've got. That's just all there is to it.
And I think that that's how you are in your classroom with your kids.
Yes.
Lynn is the best teacher. She's the best teacher. She needs to win awards.
Oh gosh.
She's beloved. Lynn has a magnetic, caring personality. So happy to have worked with her and be friends with her.
Oh.
See? Oh my gosh. So Lynn's gearing up. Lynne is gearing up to go back to school, so everyone send positive energy her way, because when you go back to school, it's like a marathon, right? It's like you're in it for like how many months?
10 months.
10.
And, you know, a lot of people say, like, you know, well, you guys have all these days off. You have summer vacations. Like, really, like, what's there to complain about? But, like, it's not the job. You can't leave it there. Like, you take it home emotionally, physically. Like, you have a hunchback. Like, you just go home and you're like, you take it all with you. So those 10 months are just...
I feel like you...
I don't... That's the only way to describe it.
I feel like it's like 2 months in, you lose your voice a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's like a totally different voice for like the 8 more months.
Yeah. It goes... You change a lot with the kids, but being in the DOE and being in Queens, you are exposed to like the melting pot. So like you have kids from all different backgrounds, and it's like you learn so much every year, and everyone at my school is like super supportive and put you all in it because it's small school. So I've learned a tremendous amount. So it's great. It was just exhausting.
It was amazing when we were in college and you were teaching. So our senior year, I had an internship and Lynne had to teach every day. And she's like getting up and getting dressed to go teach. And she was going earlier than I was going to like my 9 to 5. And I only
would drive me sometimes.
And I only had to go 1 day a week, and Lynne had to go every day. And I'd wake up on Friday. It was so silly of me to do an internship on a Friday. That was like, what was I thinking? But I remember being like dragging myself up out of bed and like, oh my God, I'm so tired. My eyes are puffy. I'm like, I can't.
My eyes. This is like her in front of the mirror. Oh my God.
They were puffy.
Yeah. You wouldn't know.
No. I have to wake up, and then you're like, let's go. We gotta go. I'm like,
yeah.
I can't do it.
It was rough. Senior year was rough. But
did the most.
Yeah, the most.
Yeah.
The absolute most.
She also, well, this is what I think is really interesting. So learning American Sign Language was like a passion for you when you were in college. And where did that come from?
So I have a lot of family that's hard of hearing, actually. Some have hearing aids. Some have double, just one. It's actually a lot of my cousins. And it was something we kind of grew up with. They didn't do so much sign language because the hearing aids would help. But I do have some cousins who are huge advocate in the deaf community and raise awareness for it. And so then I took a class because in undergrad you had to take a world language. So I was like, well, sign language, that touches me a little more, and I think that would be something special to dabble in. So I did, and the professor was deaf, and he did the class just not speaking. He's like, when you come in these doors, and he didn't say this. He just signed it and everything and wrote it down. And he was like, when you come in these doors, we're doing sign language. You're immersed into it. This is the language. This is a community. And they have such a strong, like, belief in that community. Like, they are strong. So he was like, this is what we're doing. So you immerse in it. And we would, like, go out on the weekends. And I'd be like, guys, this is what I learned. Watch. And then I would, like, be showing everyone my sign language and like telling them proper etiquette, because there's so much to it. It's not just signing. It's like the facial expressions. It's everything. So yeah, I think like growing up with it a little bit and just learning about it, I think it's fascinating, and hope to hopefully get into it a little more, because it's just amazing that you can communicate in that way. It's beautiful.
You could be, I know when we go to concerts, you'll sometimes see the people who are
at this concert.
At the concert I'm wearing the merch from, Brockchella. Brock Lake City Festival.
Yeah, the real name.
Yeah. We saw this guy like signing for this group of people, and it was very expressive, very interesting.
Yeah. I mean, you'll see it on the news. Like, they'll show, like, interpreters at a rock concert, a rap concert, and they're just going. And it's, I don't know. I caught myself watching them more than Childish Gambino performing.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's awesome.
You could do that, Lynn.
I could.
And then I'll just go to the concert.
Because we already know all the lyrics.
Yeah.
We sing everything.
We know all the lyrics.
We're set.
Yeah. For anyone who ever is like, Ellyn, like, how do you know all the lyrics? It's just like, this is my partner in crime.
Yeah. Senior year. Yeah. I mean, it would just play a song and that's it.
Even into now, though,
too. It's true. Oh my God, you know the song? Yeah. Yeah. And then we just go.
Just performing always.
Yeah.
Wherever there was a stage. Even if it was like only 2 inches off the ground. You're like, we're elevated.
Yeah, exactly.
So I am really excited to play a game with you. Are you ready?
Yes.
No.
That was yes.
That was a yes. Okay, good. So we're going to play a classic on Ellyn with a Y, Screw, Marry, Kill. Okay, and the first one is going to be, because I would like to say we're power watchers. Like, I'm a hardcore power watcher, and I feel like I maybe infected you a little. I'm like, did you watch this?
No. But for all the
good shows. Yeah. So we're going to do Screw, Marry, Kill.
Okay.
Stranger Things.
Okay.
13 Reasons Why. Jersey Shore Family Reunion.
Well, I mean, pretty much quote all those all the time. Being my roommate to that. Shout out to Eddie Hearn.
Eddie.
This is like literally the story of everything we do. We make Ron juice and Scream Where's the Beach, even though we have oceanfront property. Okay, so let's just okay. I have to marry Jersey Shore because I know that's surprising. I don't know. I think because of just the humor to it, and just like it also reminds me of college a lot because we used to watch it all the time.
We did watch it all the time.
And I think it's just like it's so outrageous that I like the comedy.
Okay.
So oh my god, I don't know. Okay, Screw. I don't know. This is like a big
It's a big life decision.
Okay, let's do Screw 13 Reasons Why.
Okay.
No, I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. They're a little bit of both. I could screw and kill them both.
Okay.
13 Reasons Why I love
Jeff.
But Jeff.
Screw just
R.I.P. Jeff.
Oh.
But it gets so heavy that it's a lot.
But the soundtrack.
Back
is
to
so
you,
good.
Selena Gomez. I don't know. My sister, I had no idea you watched Jersey Shore. I mean,
Eddie.
Yeah, 13 Reasons Why Jeff. I mean, I would screw 13 Reasons Why for Jeff.
For Jeff. Okay, so it means you would kill Stranger Things.
This last season was pretty
Just
epic.
don't spoil it for anyone.
Yeah, it was epic. But yeah, we'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you.
I'll change that throughout the. I'll see you throughout the week, and I'll just be like, actually, I changed my mind. Yeah, I don't know.
I know that's a tough one.
I'll take it back tomorrow. In like 10 minutes.
Okay, let's see if maybe the next one is a little bit easier for you.
Yeah.
All right, Screw, Marry, Kill. Some of your favorite things: naps, pizza,
No.
and it's travel running. Because for those of you who don't know, Lynn is currently in pursuit of running a half marathon in all 50 states. So how many have you done so far?
14, 15?
15?
I don't
15 or 16.
Yeah, we're up there.
Yay!
Yay!
So, okay, so that's why I wrote it's naps, pizza, and travel running, because travel running is like a thing together.
So this is Screw, Marry, Kill.
Screw, Marry,
Still?
Kill.
I don't like to make decisions. Okay. Marry, it's gonna have to be travel and running because it's exhilarating and honestly, like the people you're with is what makes it. So every time I look back on a trip, I'm like, I don't know. Every trip just gets better
Better than
if
the
it's
last.
possible.
Yeah.
But and just like that achievement, like self-fulfilling achievement of like constantly pushing yourself and getting better at it.
Yeah. Lynn also ran the New York City Marathon 2 years ago. She's kind of impressive. It's kind of a big deal.
Pizza and naps. Can I just put them together?
No.
Just nap with the pizza on.
No, you gotta
Nap?
pick. You gotta nap with the pizza.
Okay. We're gonna screw pizza.
Okay.
And kill naps.
Kill naps.
Because now that I like started eating a little healthier,
Yeah.
I don't need the naps as much.
There
but
you go.
If you know me, I'm narcoleptic. Like I could literally probably if I didn't know I was live, I'd probably be asleep sitting here. So I mean, I let's just kill it because I'll still do it anyway.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so you're gonna kill. I would say for you, kill. Like you're gonna sleep when you're dead. So you'll die, the nap will die, and you'll just sleep together.
yeah, that's it.
Rest when you're dead.
Oh gosh.
So you're gonna screw the pizza because like you're eating like really good and healthy, so you don't have to have pizza all the time.
Yeah.
And you're gonna marry travel running because
we all do together.
we all do together. It's super fun.
Yeah.
There you go.
Change it up.
Exactly.
You'll never play that game with me again. Too hard.
No, it's hard to do that one sometimes. You really throw people for a loop.
Yeah.
Well, the game is over, which means we bring on our last segment of the show, which is Noah Centineo News.
Yeah.
Well, the news this week, first of all, I almost threw my phone just now because he posted a picture on Instagram.
He knew because you were going
He
live.
knew I was going live. He
He
could
tried
feel
to throw
it.
you off.
He could feel it. So he posted last week that he got to play Peter Kavinsky from To All the Boys I Loved Before for the last time. They announced, and I said this on the show, that they were filming the third and final To All the Boys. And I guess they wrapped, and so he's done playing Peter Kavinsky. It's just so sad. It's over. I just hope that he can get into some new types of roles now. Like he's kind of typecast as like that like bro-y boyfriend, and I like hope for his sake that he can get into some new roles.
What do you want him to change into?
Not He-Man, but I'm stuck with it. Yeah, like a sub shop prom. Yeah, if anyone saw Perfect Date, it like wasn't perfect.
I fell asleep during it. So
This is the person. Every time someone asks me like, "How's Perfect Date?" I'm like, "Well, I watched it with people, so I think I need to watch it by myself." I had this narcoleptic person next to me, and then me and Eddie are the ones like hanging in watching it still.
Yeah.
We're like, Lynn, what'd you think of the movie? Great.
So good.
So good.
So good.
So good. So that is the Noah Centineo News update this week. I want to say thank you to my guest, Lynn, for joining me. Yes, of course. Thank you for coming on and supporting me and being one of like my biggest supporters. All of you guys really are.
Always.
And always like cheering me on. I appreciate you more than you know. And I want to say thank you to everyone that tuned in, that is watching. Thank you so much for watching week over week. I appreciate it, and I hope that the show brings you a little bit of joy and a little bit of laughter, because I think we could all use a lot more of that, and I hope that you go out there and spread that joy and spread that laughter as well. So thank you for watching.
This space is magic.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Hi everyone, thanks for watching. To subscribe to my channel, click here, and to watch more videos, click here. Be sure to like, comment, and hit the bell so you get notified every time I upload a video.
Sitting down, choosing happy.